Okay, so we've all seen what a single, super powerful AI can pull off, and it's amazing, right? But what if you could get a whole team of them working together? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today, the future of AI, where collaborative teams of agents are tackling problems in ways we're only just starting to dream up. So here's a great way to think about it. You've got a single AI. Think of it like a brilliant solo musician, super talented, but they're on their own. But an AI team, now you've got a whole crew, a whole band of specialists. Each one has their own expertise, and they work together to tackle stuff that's way more complex than any one of them could handle alone. It's a totally new way of looking at problem solving. And this right here, this visualizes the whole pattern perfectly. See that manager agent at the top? That's your project manager, or maybe an orchestra conductor. It gets the request from you, the user, and then it goes and coordinates this whole team of specialized sub-agents to get the job done, passing info back and forth until the final result is ready. All right, enough with the theory. Let's see this thing in action, right? Our first case study is something I think we've all struggled with, that absolute headache of trying to find the perfect flight online. We're going to see how an AI team can make that whole process completely painless. Okay, so here's the big picture of the workflow. It all kicks off with a super simple request from you, something like find me a flight. And boom, that one little request sets off this whole chain reaction, handled by a flight search agent and a summarizer agent who use web browsing tools to do all the heavy lifting for you. Let's actually walk through this step by step to see what's happening. First up, the system's got to understand what you actually want. Then the flight search agent jumps into action, browsing a site like Kayak to find the best matches. Then it digs deeper, pulling out all the important details like airlines and prices. And for the grand finale, a totally separate summarizer agent takes all that messy data and presents the best options to you in a nice, clean format. It's basically like having your own personal travel agent who works at the speed of light. Now, for all you tech folks out there who are curious about what's making this magic happen, here's a quick look at the stack. You've got Crew AI acting as the manager for the team of agents. BrowserBase is doing all that web browsing in the background, no actual browser window needed, and the core brain powering the whole operation is the DeepSeek R1 language model. Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? But what if we kick it up a notch? Let's check out something even more complex, a voice assistant that can actually have a real-time conversation with you. So this diagram here maps out the whole process, and it's a fantastic example of a multi-agent system, where the agents are actually different specialized services working together. It all starts with your voice, which gets transcribed into text. Then it uses a knowledge base to find the right answer. And finally, it creates a brand new voice to speak that answer back to you. The end result? A totally seamless conversation, all powered by this incredible team of AIs. And here's the all-star lineup for this team. You've got Assembly AI, turning your speech into text. Llama Index is the brain, using RAG, that's Retrieval Augmented Generation, to pull up the right info. LiveKit is the conductor, making sure the whole real-time interaction flows smoothly. And Cartesia AI gives the AI its voice, turning the text answer back into speech that sounds, well, human. Every single piece has its own critical job to do to make that conversation happen. All right, for our last example, and this one is probably the most complex, we're going to really lean into this idea of an AI team. Just imagine you have to pull together a big research paper. Instead of you doing all the grunt work, what if you could just assemble an AI research team to do it for you? First on the team, we've got the researcher. Its only job is to be an absolute beast at gathering information. It dives deep into academic databases like Archive and Google Scholar, pulling in a massive amount of raw data and research papers. It's just casting this huge, wide net to pull in everything it can find. Okay, but now you've got this mountain of data, right? It's way too much. That's where the next agent steps in, the analyst. I like to think of this one as your super meticulous librarian. It meticulously sifts through that giant pile the researcher brought back, filtering out all the noise and finding the real gems, the most relevant papers based on things like keywords and citation counts. And last but not least, we've got the writer. This agent takes that beautifully filtered list from the analyst and performs the final, crucial step. It boils it all down into a report that's actually concise and easy to understand. I mean, it takes this mountain of complexity and turns it into something you can actually use. So after seeing all that, what's the big picture? What's the main takeaway here? Well, it's this. The future of AI isn't just about building one single giant super smart model. The real power, the game changer, is in specialization and collaboration. Just like any great human team. This chart really helps put all of this into context. Think of it like a ladder of AI capability. We're climbing up. We started with basic stuff, but these multi-agent systems, that's level 4. That is a massive leap forward. It's all about that manager coordinating a team, and that's what's pushing us closer and closer to truly autonomous systems. And that really brings us to the final and maybe the most important question. Now that you've seen what these teams can do, from booking flights to writing research papers, the real question isn't if this is going to be useful. It's how are you going to use it? So I'll just leave you with this thought. If you had your own custom AI team, what's the first big problem you'd have them solve?